Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. This is Dosha with DoshaDreams Tarot, and this is a reading for the sign of Aries. Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, wherever you have Aries in your chart. Just remember that these readings are general, so they may or may not resonate with you. Just take what does and leave the rest for somebody else, okay? Okay, and cross watchers, energy can be... energy is fluid, roles can be reversed. So just place yourself where you fit, and let's get into the reading. So please do like, share, comment, and subscribe while you're here as well to support me and my channel. I am new to YouTube, but I've been doing tarot for quite some time. So y'all got the All is Connected card, and I'll go ahead and read from the book to get a deeper message, okay? So, all is connected. Innovation, transformation, growth, release. A girl sits on a tree trunk and holds leaves in her hands, while others blow away in the wind. A small spider holds a few leaves together with his fine filament, even though the wind threatens to tear them apart. Don't be afraid of changes. Release your fear by letting go. Change is hard and often painful, but it is the only way to grow. You may drift, but you will never lose yourself. Life goes on and nothing ends. It is reshaped into something new by the wind. Not better or worse, but different. And in that change lies wonder and openings. Okay? So I feel like you may be going through some changes, Aries, and this is just a reminder for you to not be afraid of those changes and to be able to let go and kind of allow things to change without fear of losing yourself. We'll get a little bit deeper and see what's going on. Thank you, Spirit, for your divine messages and guidance. We are truly grateful, and we know we couldn't do this without you. Could you please guide Aries today? And, okay, that's definitely your energy there. Okay. Any other messages for Aries? Why is this All is Connected card here? Okay. So we've got the Four of Cups. You may be resisting change, or you may be resisting new things coming in that would bring change, right? So it might not be that you're... let's look at these other cards. Yeah, okay. You may be weary of somebody or something. Okay. Yeah, it seems like you're defending yourself against something or somebody. Yeah. Okay, so we'll just kind of work through this, but we've got the Hermit card in reverse. So this can talk about introspection that is either overdue, right? Or it can talk about too much isolation, right? That's what I'm getting from this card more than anything, is kind of like you're cut off from maybe even source energy, because I'm just really picking up on the gray in this card, and just like that really representing kind of, I don't want to say lifelessness, but in a way that's kind of what it's coming, how it's coming across to me, is that you may actually be starting to be depleted. Okay? You've got the King of Wands coming out. And in the context of these other cards, I'm feeling that I think this is you, Aries, to be quite honest. And I feel like somebody in your environment is being really sneaky and deceptive. You have the Seven of Swords. And what I'm getting is the way that this is looking, and I'll show you how the cards look together. I'll just show you what you have, and then I'll explain. So you have the Six of Pentacles in reverse coming right after, Page of Swords, and the Magician card at the end. So look at these four cards in succession. So you've got, this is what I'm seeing. You're over here, the King of Wands, you're just doing your thing, right? That's what I'm getting. Then this person is sneaking away from a situation that wasn't fair where that they may have treated somebody unfairly and they're sneaking off in your direction, looking back, and this Page of Swords over here is like, I will slay you. This Page of Swords is like, I'm gonna call you out. Like this, that to me looks like a call out. Like that's the energy that I get from this, is like, this person is trying to get away with some shady behavior, and I feel like this is somebody that they wronged or that they harmed, and they're about to call them out. And this could be on social media. This could be, in a lot of different ways. They might even just call you and be like, hey, this person's a POS. But I don't get that. It feels separate from you. Like, it feels like you don't know anything about this situation, that they're just coming towards you and you're totally unaware. You're just looking in the other direction. This person's gonna come sneaking in. And it's funny because you've got the Hermit card on the other side of you. So this is definitely your energy, is that you've been in a state of isolation, maybe even too much isolation here. And I feel like all is connected. That's just making me feel like actually like you may live in a tight-knit community, or you may live in a small city, or I feel like that this is like gonna come back around. So like if you were to trust this person, I feel like that their bad deeds or the things that they've done to others, that it would not behoove you basically to associate yourself with this person. Okay, I feel like this person has a past, and they may be being deceptive and dishonest about it. Like they're just trying to sneak off away from it, like it didn't ever happen, and come towards you. And I feel like that's why you had that Four of Cups, is that I feel like you're weary of this new thing, this new person, this new offer. And I feel like you're weary not because you know anything about this. It might just be your intuition with the cups there. It could just be like a feeling, an emotion. But I think it's also because you've been in this hermit mode. So it's like weirdly you being in this state of being cut off from, the things that make you feel alive and vibrant, where that you would maybe be playful and open to meeting a new person, because you've been so isolated and you're so like, no, like, it's almost protecting you from this person's like shady behavior. Because you have the Magician card coming out on the other side of the Page of Swords. Like, I feel like that karma and, like, personal power is behind this person. Like, I feel like this person's ready to make some stuff happen. Like, this person's ready to make moves. Like, they're ready to call them out using their power, their personal power, to make a move here. And I feel like that this person is in the right. Like, this person is, like, the universe is backed by the universe here. So I feel like this person isn't going to get away with it. Like, they're going to get called out. And it's good that you have your back turned. But just be cautious, be aware that if someone might be coming into your energy who is untrustworthy and might just be, like, skirting out of, like, a bad situation, that is going to come back around on them. So they're not going to get away with it. But, okay, well, we'll take them. Interesting. Okay, so this could just be moving into another storyline here. We'll see. Okay, interesting. So, what I'm seeing here is, this is definitely about you and your personal journey here. I'll just say that real quick. I feel like you may be going through a state of, like, I think you might be going deep within. You could be doing some shadow work, or you could be doing some soul searching, right? Like, I think you're trying to connect with your purpose and your connection with the divine. You're also, you're transforming, but I feel like you may be reaching a point of coldness, right? Or even being a little bit aggressive. I'm trying to wrap my head around this energy, because I feel like it has to do with you being stubborn almost. I'll show you why. So the reason why I say I think that you're going through a lot of deep transformation, and here the Hermit card in reverse also speaks to the same thing. You've got the Death card in reverse and the Star card in reverse. So I'm feeling like this is about like you kind of, okay, so there's an interesting concept that was recently I wish I could remember which reader it was, but I watch tarot readings on YouTube also. So I have some tarot readers who I really enjoy watching, and one of them was talking about, it was the I think there's the Oracle card, which is like the Wisdom of the Animals Oracle deck, I think, and there's a card in there for the bat, and in the bat card talks about rebirth. And so when the bat card is in reverse, it talks about stillbirth. Okay, and this is a totally strange, like, new concept for me, and especially like as a Scorpio, like I which death is scorpionic energy, but I've many times over in my life gone through this, like, these rebirth transformations, and it's just like it's a lot. But it never occurred to me that you can get stuck in these rebirth situations, and you can get stagnant in that, and then you are prolonging your rebirth, and it can become a stillbirth. And that's a really scary idea. You're like, oh God, like, what does that mean, right? I think what it means is that your rebirth is not, basically, it doesn't come to, not fruition, but it's more about, it's not completed, right? And there's advantageous times for this stuff, and it happens like organically with the moon and the stars, right? So, you know, I feel like these rebirth times come up for us, and then we do have to put in the effort. It's just like giving birth also, that it's like, it's not necessarily like the child has to do a whole lot of work, right? But, you know, it's like we are birthing ourselves. Does that make sense? So we are in, you know, our own care. And especially if we don't have, you know, guides, and, you know, in other cultures, they have like shamanic guides for this kind of thing, right? But literally that we're just totally like out here, like sink or swim, right? Like that's how it is in Western culture. Like we don't have, I feel like esoteric knowledge is becoming more mainstream, and people are able to access guidance through these types of experiences, because these are deep emotional, spiritual, psychological experiences. Like you can't tell me they're not, right? So basically what I'm saying is that when you're going through these like rough patches, this is actually like deep transformation that's taking place, and like we just don't have, like I said, it's becoming more mainstream, and I think people are starting to gain more language to explain what they're experiencing, and also to you know, find resources while they're in these situations, so that they can get through to the other side. That for me is totally like the point of tarot. It's not necessarily like, oh, let's, you know, snoop around and like, let's find like, you know, some like juicy stuff to talk about. It's like, yeah, like life is also very interesting, and there is a lot of interpersonal dynamics, and, you know, yeah, people being shady, and like, you know what I mean? So there is like tea and like juicy stuff happening, but that's not the point of tarot. Like, I feel like the point is to go on the fool's journey, right? Like we're trying to learn life lessons, you know, and as we encounter these lessons, sometimes we need a little guidance, because they can be confusing, challenging, take a lot of time and energy, and sometimes we can end up where that we get stuck in them, you know, and we can end up repeating the same cycles. And this is what it's all about. This is about understanding what we're going through, what we can do to embrace the lesson that we're learning, so that we can actually learn the lesson and pass the test and move on to the next one, right? Like that, I mean, that's, I don't know why I'm getting itchy all of a sudden, but I think it's because I'm channeling. So basically I'm just saying that I think it's important to acknowledge when you're in this state of transformation, right, Aries, that it's important for you to continue to put in the effort to work your way through it, so that you don't end up in these archetypal energies that are not even necessarily entirely true to you, or they could be, because you have the Emperor coming out, and that is Aries energy, okay? So this is you, I think, coming into yourself, growing into yourself. You also have the Queen of Swords coming out, which is why I felt like, you know, this is also about being a very good communicator. But on the flip side, and just what I'm getting from this card, is this is about you being very cold and aloof, okay? And the Emperor is really coming through as authoritarian or stubborn, right? And so I feel like this is having to do with your transformation. You also have the Ten of Pentacles coming out. So this could have to do with your investments, your long-term investments. This could have to do with your family and your wealth and, like, you know, your home and, you know, and things like that. So I feel like this is really impacting your life. And like I said, you know, you may be somewhat vulnerable when it comes to this shady person kind of coming around. But at the same time, I feel like you're in a place where you're almost just like, you're not, you know, I don't think you're interested. And I think you're in a weird spot, you know, not saying that that's a bad thing where you're at, but I'm just saying I don't think you're in a spot where that you're like, hey friend, like, hey new person, like, let's get to know each other and like get entangled, like, you know what I mean? I don't think you're in that place like whatsoever. Like, I'll just be real. So anyway, I just felt like I needed to touch on that. So let's go ahead and see what's going on here. I'm just going to ask Spirit generally, what's going on with Aries right now? Do you have any more messages, any more guidance for Aries? Okay, Queen of Cups. Yeah, I feel like this is about getting back in touch with your compassion and your self-love, and also just like balancing your emotions. And like, because I do feel like and it's landing right on the King of Wands and the Hermit in reverse here. So I think that is about you being kind of cold and cut off from your emotions. So, because there's not any cups on the table. That's the first one. Okay, Tower. Yeah, so this is about sudden and unexpected change, upheaval, chaos. You've got the Hierophant in reverse, so this could be the end of something. Could be the end of a commitment. Doesn't have to be a relationship. It can just be something changing for you. Maybe your I don't know why I'm getting this. Maybe your apartment complex just got bought and everyone's about to get kicked out so they can remodel and up the rent. I know that sounds so crazy and that would really suck. I don't know why that just came to me. That's for somebody. It's too many cards, Spirit. I'm sorry. Okay, really? Okay, I guess you really want me to. Queen of Pentacles in reverse, Nine of Wands, Strength card, Two of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles in reverse. World card. Yeah, so the World card is also the final major arcana in the Fool's Journey, meaning that it's the end of the journey, which is like the beginning of a new journey. So it's the end of a cycle. This is definitely having to do with your stability. I don't know why I'm getting that, but I feel like your home or your job could be at stake. You've got the Nine of Wands. So I feel like, you know, you may be being very stubborn right now and defensive. You've also got the Strength card in reverse, so this could talk about you again kind of being I don't know, this is also about like raw emotions, so you could be very like emotional and very like maybe have a bad attitude, Aries. Like the Magician, we already talked about that. So the Two of Pentacles, you could be juggling or trying to maintain balance right now. Maybe you're juggling two jobs. And then the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. So I don't feel like you're feeling very abundant or like stable on your own right now. And I feel like maybe, something is telling me like you may need to start bringing in other streams of income potentially, because there might be some kind of a thing. Like this could also be like unexpected car repairs I'm getting for some reason, unexpected bills, something like that. So, you know, save your money, Aries, you know, keep doing your transformational stuff. And, I just feel like, you know, this is really talking about like your finances in your home for some reason. So watch out for the shady person also. I don't think you even really have to worry about them, but I'm just going to say that again. You know, and just be aware of your energy and how that impacts your life, okay? So, like, move through this and transform, right? Or the universe will push you, you know, if you don't jump off yourself. So, anyway, that's what I've got for you, Aries. Thank you for tuning in. I do hope that you'll like, share, comment, or subscribe before you leave. Also, my donation information is down in the description box below. So if you want to drop me a donation, I would really appreciate it. Yeah, so I hope you tune in again next time. Thanks. Bye.